Hello ladies and gents, welcome back to Mr. Michael's channel for extraordinary young people. This video is called Visualizing Your Future and is part of our life design series. The video is all about a writing task, which I think you should do. And the question for that writing task is, where will you be in 5 years? Now, visualizing your future, well, what's the point of that, you might be asking? Why would I want to do that? Because most of you now are preparing to go to university, preparing to take exams that will be significant in shaping the direction that your life takes. And so you will be required, especially if you are applying for competitive courses like medicine, like law, like engineering and others, you will be required to get some pretty high grades. And in order to get those high grades, you have to put in quite a lot of work. So you have to be doing extra revision, you have to be doing extra homework, lots of study, lots of reading. And sometimes that can be extremely frustrating, maybe even boring. Can you imagine? So how are you going to motivate yourself? How are you going to drive yourself to do all of that work when sometimes it can be a bit of a bore? The way that you do that is by setting yourself a very clear target, by visualizing where you want to be in 5 years' time. Because every time you sit at your table at home or in the library or wherever it is that you study and you open the book again and you say, oh gosh, here we go. If you have a clear vision in your mind of where you want to be, you know why you are doing it. You know why you're studying. You know why you're reading. You know why you're revising. Because you want to get to a particular place. But in order to know your goal, in order to be familiar with your goal, you have to visualize it very clearly. So what I'm requesting that you do is as follows. If you could have everything that you want, what would your life look like in 5 years' time? And then you're going to write a paragraph of minimum 100 words describing your life in 5 years' time. Now, I have an example here of a previous student of mine who is currently a first-year medical student. And it says, in 5 years' time, I will be completing the 5th year of my medical degree at University College in London. I will probably be living in rented flats somewhere, perhaps with some of my classmates or maybe in university dorms. I won't have a great deal of free time as I will be spending much of my time on rotation at the hospital, and the rest of my time will be spent revising and preparing for exams. I will be actively seeking out opportunities to gain more experience in my preferred specialization, which is neuroscience. Now, you see in this paragraph, the writer has said where they will be, what they will be studying, where they will be living, how they will be using their time. If there are other details that you would like to include, maybe something that motivates you is buying a car. I don't know. Maybe living in a flat somewhere with your friends. That's something that this author has mentioned. So anything that motivates you, anything that drives you forward, you can mention it in your paragraph. Okay, be as clear as possible and as detailed as possible. 100 words is the minimum. Some people have written much more than that in the past. And you will be surprised to find out that the more you write, the more these things tend to come true because your mind focuses on those targets and then makes them happen. Now, once you've written that paragraph, I want you to do a couple more things. I want you to reflect, what do I need to do to get to my goal? So if in 5 years' time, I want to be in my 5th year at medical school, what do I have to do in order to get there? Well, obviously, I need to get some good grades at school. I need to make sure that my university application is tip top. I need to do some work experience. You need to write down the different things that you have to do in order to get to your goal. And then another question that I want you to answer is this one. What is standing in the way of you achieving your goal? Now, I don't want you to say anyone else. I don't want you to look outside of yourself. I want you to look inside yourself. What is stopping you from achieving your goal? I like to procrastinate. I probably don't spend as much time studying as I should. Maybe I spend too much time watching Netflix, stroke YouTube, stroke something else that's not really helping me to develop towards my target or towards my goal. So write down the obstacles that you are creating to stop you from getting to your goal. And the last question that I want you to ask is, what can you do today to get to your goal? What is the most appropriate use of your time right now to help you get to where you want to be? Okay, so once you've answered all those questions, then you need to take action. You have a plan, you have a vision of where you want to be, you have a target that you're moving towards. So now all that's left is you have to be motivated and you have to move towards your goals. Use your vision in your mind, use your targets as a source of motivation, and that will help you to become everything that you could be. I wish you all the very best and I look forward to working with you soon. If this works for you, can you please write a comment in the box below and let us know how you're getting along. Good luck.